Coming up, the frigid front that dropped snow on the Midwest now has us bracing for record lows.
And the partial lift on the vaping ban for certain users.
All that and more today, Wednesday, November 13th. Good morning, Emerson. I'm Lauren Granada.
And I'm Angel Salcido.
We begin with the latest on the man found guilty of killing a Massachusetts state trooper. In Worcester District Court, a judge found David Jaguna guilty of involuntary manslaughter, among several other charges. He struck and killed Trooper Thomas Clardy on March 16th of 2016. Jaguna was found not guilty of felony motor vehicle homicide with drugs and negligence. He will be back in court on November 21st.
Part of the Massachusetts vaping ban has been lifted. Medical patients who are prescribed medical marijuana are now allowed to use vaping products. A Superior Court judge ordered part of the ban to be lifted yesterday. It was put in place back in September by Governor Charlie Baker and originally stopped the sale of all vaping-related products. This comes after 231 cases of vaping-related illness have been reported in Massachusetts alone.
A female body has been found near the entrance to a wastewater plant in the town of Athol. The body of the woman, identified only as a white woman in her 20s, was near the entrance to the Athol wastewater treatment plant early Monday morning. Authorities say the discovery is considered to be criminal in nature. Local police joined state troopers assigned to the district attorney's office to jointly investigate the death.
An Oklahoma police chief was found dead in Florida. Lucky Miller was pronounced dead at a Hilton Hotel in Pensacola Beach at age 44. He had been the police chief of Manford, Oklahoma since 2007. Police have yet to release any information on the cause of Miller's death, but Michael Neely, who is one of Miller's officers, has been arrested and charged with homicide. Neely is scheduled to appear in court on December 5th.
San Diego State University has suspended 14 fraternities after the death of a student. Dylan Hernandez was hospitalized after university police received a 911 call at a residence hall early Thursday morning. The 19-year-old was said to have returned from a fraternity event earlier that night. He was taken to the hospital where he later died.
What we need to do out of this scenario, however it turns out, is to get the California State University system and the regents who operate the University of California to ban alcohol.
The student's death is still under investigation after his roommate found him without a pulse. It's kind of feeling like January outside today.
Yeah, it really is. Let's now head over to our weather correspondent, Samantha Johns, with this morning's freezing temperatures.
Good morning, everyone. It's cold out there this morning, and it's not going to get much warmer. An Arctic blast bringing bone-chilling temperatures across New England this week is breaking records. Worcester is expected to reach a temperature of 30 degrees today, along with the rest of lower New England. Boston's at 33, Providence, Groton, Hartford, and Hyannis. The day will bring some snow, changing into rain scattered briefly. Boston will reach a low of 23 today. Despite the record-breaking cold, it will be sunny throughout the day. Winds will reach 18 miles per hour. Looking at the 5-day forecast, we'll see sunshine with clouds rolling in on Sunday morning. Thursday will be mostly cloudy with a low of 38. Friday will have some sun come back into the mix and will drop into the mid-20s. Saturday will be mostly sunny with a temperature of 36. And Sunday will be cloudy with a low of 38. Lauren and Angel, how are you guys feeling about the snow and all of the cold weather we're experiencing lately?
Well, I like to think back to the hot summer days that we had and back when I was just drenched in sweat. So, I mean, as long as you bundle up, right? Mm-hmm.
Well, I woke up today and my cue is when my car says all tire pressures are low. That's how I know it is way too cold for me. So yeah, I don't like it. Let's now head over to our political correspondent, Annie Bennett, with the latest on impeachment interviews beginning in just a few hours. Annie?
Good morning. Today, for the first time since the impeachment inquiry began, testimonies will no longer take place behind closed doors. This change comes in response to the White House's call for public hearings. William Taylor, George Kent, and Marie Yovanovitch are set to testify today and Friday. All three have been involved with the controversy surrounding the Ukraine. President Trump is calling for both Joe and Hunter Biden to testify, and Mick Mulvaney has decided to follow Trump's instructions to not cooperate with his subpoena. Yesterday, the Supreme Court heard arguments on whether or not to abolish DACA. The Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program was started by former President Barack Obama in 2012. The program is designed to help child immigrants who were unknowingly brought to the U.S. illegally. President Trump has gone back and forth on his opinions of DACA. Jeff Sessions claims that Obama crossed a line by enacting the program. SCOTUS is set to make a decision in 2020 during the midst of the next presidential election. Former Massachusetts Governor Deval Patrick is considering entering the 2020 presidential race. Patrick has previously stated he would not run for president, but may be changing his mind. He and his supporters are claiming that none of the other candidates have achieved strong enough political momentum and can unite liberals and moderates. Opposers to the bid feel as though the last thing the Democrats need is another candidate. Iowa caucuses are in 3 months, and the nomination is anyone's game. And former President Jimmy Carter underwent surgery to relieve pressure on his brain. Carter is currently in recovery and is stating that there were no complications from the surgery. Jimmy Carter is the first United States president to reach the age of 95. He has had many health issues these last few years. In October, he fractured his pelvis and received stitches. In May, he underwent surgery for a broken hip. In 2015, he was diagnosed with cancer. However, it was apparently gone in a few months. That's all for politics. Back to you, Lauren and Angel.
Thanks, Annie. Let's now head over to our Boston news correspondent, Andrew Brinker, with more on the recently elected congresspeople here in Massachusetts.
Voters in Boston took to the polls on Tuesday, officially ushering in a new city council and a new era. For the first time in Boston's history, a majority of the council will be made up of minorities, sitting right here behind me in City Hall. A rainy day at the polls last Tuesday saw voters elect the most diverse city council in Boston's history. Leading the way was incumbent city councilor at large Michelle Wu, who garnered more support than any other candidate in the field, racking up just over 41,000 votes. Incumbents Michael Flaherty and Anissa Asabi-George were also tapped for re-election for their at-large seats, and in Emerson College's District 2, incumbent Ed Flynn ran unopposed. Now, all the votes were collected last Tuesday, but this election is still not quite over. Over the weekend, Alejandra St. Guillen, one of the candidates for the 4 available at-large seats on the council, officially began collecting signatures for a recount. Now, it initially appeared that St. Guillen had lost the election for the 4th available at-large seat to Julia Mejia, but as that loss was only by 10 votes, a recount will determine that election, and results are expected to be in on Friday. From City Hall, Andrew Brinker, the Emerson Channel.
Thanks, Andrew. We're going to take a quick break.
But when we return, singer-songwriter Abhinav is here. Stay with us.
I'm Avi Karglaw.
I'm Annie Bennett.
Hello everyone and welcome to Good Morning Emerson. I'm Angel Salcido.
And I'm Lauren Granada. Thanks for waking up with us.
Mind. The human brain is, after all, a structure. An organ made of proteins, fats, water, and other chemicals. Body.
The human of today is capable of feats that his primitive forebears could never have imagined.
Play.
A new game show that tests the limits of competitors' minds and bodies.
Welcome back to Good Morning Emerson.
Our entertainment correspondent Quinn Chow is here to update us on what's going on in Hollywood. Quinn?
Shakira is opening up about her recent journey. The singer postponed her El Dorado tour back in 2017 due to a vocal hemorrhage. Not only did this do damage to her vocal cords, but Shakira felt depressed over not being able to sing. In a recent interview, she says that she always thought there were going to be things in her life that would go away, but she never thought that her voice would leave her, as it was her whole identity. Shakira thanks her faith for allowing her vocal cords to heal. We are all excited to hear her voice back and better than ever when she performs at the Super Bowl in just a few months. Selena Gomez is getting real about body shaming. The singer and actress opens up in an interview with her friend Raquel Stevens that comments about her weight have her messed up. After being diagnosed with lupus and undergoing a kidney transplant, Gomez noticed an increase of comments on her social media about her weight. Gomez says that her weight fluctuation is just a side effect of the medication she takes. And while she admitted the comments got to her, she says she is now very happy living her life. And everyone's favorite Stalker is back. The show You is returning for a second season on December 26th. Penn Badgley, who plays the main character Joe, took to Twitter to announce the exciting news. The first season follows Joe as he stalks a woman named Beck, and the two end up having a whirlwind of a relationship until he kills her. The second season is set to focus on Joe as he moves to Los Angeles and repeats this behavior. This new season will be available to binge on Netflix. And now to spill the tea. He's got enemies, got a lot of enemies. Drake was booed off the stage at Camp Flog Gnaw Music Festival. The annual festival, hosted by rapper Tyler, the Creator, didn't announce Drake's appearance, but instead put a mysterious question mark on the lineup. Many fans were hopeful that the enigmatic Frank Ocean would make an appearance and were disappointed when Drake came on stage. What do you guys think about this?
I mean, I feel bad for Drake.
I feel bad too. I mean, how do you boo Drizzy? I cannot get my head around it that anyone would boo Drake.
And I think this kind of goes back to the whole cancel culture that we've been seeing lately.
Yeah, it is crazy that they would boo Drake because it's like he's such a mainstream artist. And Tyler even tweeted, he was like, this felt like cancel culture in real life when you guys booed Drake off the stage. But it is interesting to think about what is mainstream at this point.
Yeah, right, because, you know, nowadays, right, at least I know for all of my music, I get to choose exactly what I want to listen to. So what may be mainstream to people who like country, let's say, isn't really mainstream to me. I don't know who they are. Mm-hmm. So really the audience, yeah, Tyler, the Creator's audience is not going to really care about Drake or even know really what he does. So I can kind of get it. Let's now head to our What's Trending correspondent, Wesley Days, with the latest on the chicken sandwich controversy.
Good morning, Emerson. I'm Wesley Days, your What's Trending correspondent. We're inside the Little Building lobby today to talk to you about chicken. That's right, chicken. We've gone to some of the freshmen here at Emerson College to see how they feel about chicken sandwiches. Is it Popeye's chicken sandwich they love, McDonald's McChicken, or even Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwich? Right now we're talking to freshmen. Let's see what they say.
I feel like there's always been like an underground scene for the chicken sandwiches, but now that Popeyes did it also, it's in the limelight. People are going crazy about it. And it makes sense because they're good.
I tried it because of the hype, and then it was pretty good, but not as good as I was expecting.
I'm not proud to say that I've had a Chick-fil-A sandwich, and it was dry, not good.
I think they have completely different tastes. Like, if I wanted Chick-fil-A, I would go to Chick-fil-A. It's just chicken in between 2 slices of bread with mayonnaise and 2 pickles. So it's like, it's not that deep. I think it's overhyped.
What do you feel about the chicken sandwich outcry that's going on in the nation right now?
It makes sense.
I feel like it's been turned into a joke, you know, like, oh, the man was stabbed over a chicken sandwich, when it could have really just been the argument. I mean, which was fueled by a desire for a chicken sandwich, so I guess I could see how it's going that direction.
Well, you heard what they had to say. They feel like it's overhyped. Well, we want to hear what you have to say as well. Hashtag What's Trending is there for you to tell us how you feel about chicken sandwiches. Overhyped, or is it praiseworthy? Let us know how you feel. I'm Wesley Days for Good Morning Emerson.
We're here with Berkeley student and singer-songwriter Abhinav, and he's here to tell us about his music and how he got started. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
So how did you get started in music?
So this is a really funny story. I was in middle school, and I had this huge crush on a girl. And I picked up the guitar because one of my friends got it to class. And all of the girls just flocked to him.
Oh.
And
wow.
she was one of them. And I was like, you know, if I want to get her, I should probably pick up the guitar and like start trying to play.
I feel like that's how it always starts.
Right.
It always starts with the crush.
So I picked it up. My grandfather had got me a guitar, which was just lying at home for like 3 months. And I picked it up and I just started playing a little bit, messing around with it. And my dad saw that and he like put me into music school. and so I learned professionally. And it's really funny because I never got the girl, but I got so much more. I got my entire life out of
that's
that,
awesome. So how would you describe your music? What were your major influences back then when you first started?
So the first song I played was Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day. But it's really, like, that's really far from the kind of music that I write.
Gotcha.
And can you tell us more about your writing process? You were talking about how, you know, it takes a little bit of flow and then you just get straight into it. What do you do? What's your process?
It changes from song to song. There are some songs, most songs I usually come up with like a chordal pattern on the guitar, because I play the guitar. And once I have like a set of chords or chord progression or something, I usually just like sing lines over it, and then I write lyrics over them. So that's usually how it works. I also have songs where I just wrote the lyrics like totally separately, and came up with a chord progression totally separately, and then like combine them together.
And tell us more about the song that you'll be singing for us today.
Okay, the song that I'm going to be singing today, it's called I Know You But I Don't. It's my first attempt at pop. I feel like this is like the first song that actually got me thinking about like professionally doing songwriting and like being an artist. Because before this, all the songs that I wrote were just like, were okay, and I was like happy with them, but that this is like the first song that just like really got me going and like started things for me. So, and it's about like, it's about your search for an ideal girl, and it's the girl that I'm talking to, and I know this girl because you're in my dreams, but I don't know you, and you're like out there. So
I love that.
I know you, but I don't. Right.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sitting down and talking with us.
Thank you, for sure.
We'll be right back with a fun game with Avi when we return. Don't go anywhere.
All right, come back in 10 seconds. Ready, camera one. Camera one, get a wide shot of the entire thing, and in 3, 2, 1, take it. Talent cue.
Welcome back to Emerson College. Emerson trails.
Camera 4, get a shot of the players coming across the court.
10 seconds left. Emerson trails by 1 point. As
Camera 2 close on the person shooting.
Thanks, Joe. With 10 seconds left, Emerson is hoping to pull away and score this big
Camera 1, get a close up, follow them over.
Emerson trails WPI 10 points. 10 seconds left. Emerson trails by 1 point as the team finishes their timeout.
Camera 1, close up on number 33.
Thanks, Joe. With 10 seconds left, Emerson is hoping to pull away.
Follow the ball, follow the ball.
Welcome back to Good Morning Emerson. We are here with Abhinav, and we're going to be playing a little game called Name That Bop.
So we're going to go around and each hum a song, and whoever guesses the most songs wins. All right?
Let's do.
Oh, rolling in the deep, but no.
You got it.
Okay.
That's a good one. My turn.
Oh, yeah, your turn. Shakira, Samina, eh.
Oh yeah, Waka Waka.
Well,
the World Cup
the
song.
correct title is Waka Waka.
Yeah, but you got it. No, what?
I'm sorry. Abhinav is falling behind, so we're going to give him that one.
Fine. Here we go. Ready? I mean, that's perfect. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
I don't know. What was it?
It's Taylor Swift, 22.
Oh.
I don't know about you.
My God.
I don't know. I think the inflection was...
I know. I mean,
okay.
I'm not saying you're a bad hummer. You're a great hummer. But
all right.
Just,
Okay.
Next.
Bulletproof.
Gosh.
Bulletproof. I got it right. Titanium.
Yeah, you got the title.
I forgot
right
the name
now.
of it, but I knew the song.
You guessed it. You got the word, Blake.
Dang it.
Do it, Lauren.
Okay.
Baby, Justin Bieber.
Yep. Oh, Angel!
I'm on
Man!
fire.
You are on
He's
fire,
in the car
man.
too much listening to the radio.
Okay, ready?
Hot and Cold by Katy Perry.
Wow.
That's all right, me and you. Me and you.
I think I'm just gonna home here. Okay.
It sounds beautiful.
It sounds really good. I
Oh my
Which
gosh,
one is
it's
this
so
one?
good.
Wait.
You got it. You got it, man.
I know it's so God, what is it called?
What?
One more line for you.
All right.
My voice doesn't reach that high, otherwise I'd go get it. But baby, I can't.
You got it. You got it.
I know
What
which
is
one.
it?
It's thinking out loud.
Thinking
Thinking out
Sure.
loud.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess Angel's the winner. This
Hey,
time around.
you
This
are.
time around. Great job, you guys.
All right, we can't wait to hear you and your band perform I Know You, But I Don't later. Let's go to our sports correspondent, Avi Carr-Gloth, with the latest. Avi?
In a battle of college football titans, number 2 ranked LSU went into Tuscaloosa and beat number 3 ranked Alabama 46-41 for LSU's first win over Alabama since 2011. LSU quarterback Joe Burrow threw for 393 yards and 3 touchdowns, putting himself right in the conversation for the Heisman and even the first pick in the NFL draft. Now at 9-0, LSU has put themselves in the driver's seat to win the SEC and get into the college football playoff. Former Michigan State and Detroit Lions wide receiver Charles Rogers has died at the age of 38. A Michigan State spokesman confirmed Rogers' death, but did not say how he died. The 2002 All-American and Biletnikoff Award winner was drafted second overall in the 2003 draft by his hometown Lions, but played in just 15 games over 3 seasons with the team as he battled injuries, substance abuse, and brushes with the law. In 2006, he was cut by the Lions and never played in the NFL again. The injury bug strikes again for the Boston Celtics. They can't catch a break. And again, it's Gordon Hayward, who broke his left hand Saturday night in the Celtics win over the Spurs. Hayward underwent successful surgery on Monday and is expected to return to play in about 6 weeks. The injury is a major blow for the Celtics, with Hayward recently looking like the all-star that he was in Utah, including tying a career high with 39 points against Cleveland last week. And it's hard to believe that we're now in the 4th week of this NBA season, and while it's still early, we still have a lot to talk about. The defending champion Toronto Raptors, they look like one of the best teams in the league, even without Kawhi Leonard and Kyle Lowry as of late. Out west in Phoenix, Devin Booker and the Suns, they've surprised a lot of people with their hot start, even without DeAndre Ayton. And it's weird seeing the Golden State Warriors at the bottom of the standings after spending the last half-decade going to the finals. We got another busy night in the association tonight with a loaded 7-game slate. That's all I've got for sports this week. Back to you, Lauren and Angel.
Thank you, Avi. We are now here with our Life Hacks correspondent, Maria Sato.
She's here to show us some easy ways to stay on top of our schoolwork before finals. Maria, what do we have first?
That's right. Good morning. We can all agree it's time where we students start to procrastinate with school. I would like to introduce three easy ways to life hack the school supplies and make it more motivating. So here we have a lemon eraser. So basically, you know, when you're reading your textbook and you're highlighting stuff, and then you sleep accidentally, and then you highlight something, you know, by mistake.
Okay.
So let's do that.
See.
Yeah. And then you want to erase that
He just
part.
highlighted something.
So you dip the Q-tip in the lemon.
How much do I put on it?
Just a little bit is fine, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
no way.
Rub it on.
Oh.
Yeah. And
I
it's
feel like this is
nothing
like
happened.
National Treasure. You know that movie where they take the lemon?
Look, ready?
See?
You can see it's half erased
Wow.
And it works on like ink as well.
Very
so.
cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What else? What else do you have for us?
So the stapler stapler.
Okay.
So we want to be eco-friendly nowadays.
Yep.
So all you have to do here. paper.
Okay.
So all you have to do is
Right.
fold the corner of the papers together, and then cut it parallel to the fold,
All right.
like
Be careful.
Like this.
Oh no, the other way, like this way.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, here, and then
Okay.
you get a straight line, and then fold the corner of the paper into the cut.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, and then here.
Ooh, I love that.
I know.
That's very smart.
So the third one
Okay.
is the pencil sharpener with the empty Tic Tac
Okay, cool.
box.
So you just stick it in there and
Yep,
then you can
and
sharpen
then
it?
yeah, there will be no paper scraps.
Awesome.
Smart.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Maria. We'll be sure to try these helpful tips out.
When we come back, Abhinav will be here to perform his song, I Know You, But I Don't. Stay with us.
Pull up, pull up. Got it! She got it! She got it!
Make up for it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown! Alabama wins!
Step back. Walker. Carney and Kimba. Does it again. UConn. Right back there. All right. Packers win! Packers win!
Welcome back to Good Morning Emerson.
Berkeley student Abhinav and his band are here to sing I Know You, But I Don't. Take it away, guys.
And I have tried to find you. Imagine my whole life right beside you. In all this mess, there's nothingness. You pull me toward the light. With your hand in mine, I'll get through the night and see another day. I know you, but I don't. I know you, but I don't. You're the girl on the sidewalk who passed me while I talk. Or are you somewhere far, far away? I hope you find your way to me. My friends tell me I should get back to reality, stick to what's right in front of me. The perfect girl don't exist, you'll end up the same, wondering what you missed. But I'm not giving up, I've only just begun. I know that you're out there. I know you, but I don't. I know you, but I don't. You're the girl on the sidewalk who passed me while I talk. Or are you somewhere far, far away? I hope you find your way to me. know you, but I don't. I know you, but I don't. You're the girl on the side walking past me while I talk. Or are you somewhere far, far away? I hope you find your way to me.
Abhinav, Felipe, Colin, thank you guys so much for that amazing performance.
That was awesome. And you have a special announcement for us?
Yep. So we're putting out music starting January, and this song is going to be the first on the list. So keep your eyes peeled. We're going to put this one out late January.
Very exciting. Awesome. We can't wait to hear your new music to come. Thank you so much for waking up with us. We'll see you next Wednesday.